If you've never seen Bloodsport, stop whatever you're doing and go fix that right now. Like, seriously, fix it. You need to see this movie because this movie is a straight up banger. 10 out of 10. Probably my favorite fighting movie of all time, and it is definitely one of my all time favorite movies, like, period. And yes, I know how insane that sounds, but rewatching this thing, it just confirmed it all over again. This movie is absolutely awesome. The second the movie starts, something just clicks in your brain. The music hits, Van Damme walks on screen, and suddenly you're not an adult anymore. You're a kid again. You're sitting too close to the television. You're convinced you could absolutely win a secret underground fighting tournament if given the chance, right? That is how awesome this movie is. The movie doesn't really ease you in, it just, bam, explodes out of the gate. 5 minutes in, Van Damme is sweating, staring intensely, doing splits for absolutely no reason, and somehow it feels so necessary. There's no such thing as too many splits in this movie. If anything, I think there should have been more. The setup is perfect. We have Frank Dux, an American soldier who goes AWOL to compete in an illegal underground martial arts tournament in Hong Kong called the Kumite. That's it. And of course, everybody in the world knows about this Kumite. That's an awesome movie. No overthinking, no emotional side quests, just fighting, just kicking the shit out of each other. Pretty cool. The Kumite itself, still the greatest fighting tournament ever to have been released on screen. Ever. Watching it now feels like watching a fighting game come to life before fighting games even know how to do this. This is Mortal Kombat energy, this is Street Fighter logic. The Kumite is literally a character select screen. Fighters from every country, every style, every stereotype imaginable. And yeah, they stereotype everyone, the entire planet. It's glorious. You see these fighters once and you remember them forever. The sumo guy, the monkey style dude, the fighters who get knocked out in 4 seconds flat. It's ridiculous, it's iconic, it's awesome. And the fights themselves, they still rule. No shaky cam, no nonsense editing. You just see the choreography, you see the hits land, the bodies drop hard, the early montage of fighters just getting absolutely wrecked one after another. Pure dopamine, pure adrenaline. This movie never gets boring, not even for a second. And then we have Chong Li. Oof. Bolo Young barely speaks in this movie. He doesn't really have to. I think he has like what, 3 lines in the entire movie, and it doesn't matter at all. He's the final boss of this movie, of this comite. Built like a human tank, veins popping, titties jumping, staring through people. Oh man, when he kills a fighter in the ring, the crowd just stops for a second and then just goes wild and they just start betting again, and you instantly understand the rules of this fighting tournament. Really, this is not a sport, this is survival. It really is. And the opposite of him is Van Damme at his absolute peak. Oh my lord. Forget about the acting, forget about the dialogue. Look at this man. Prime physique, unreal athleticism, insane screen presence. This is why he was an action star. And tell me this doesn't make sense now. Van Damme in Bloodsport is basically Johnny Cage before Johnny Cage. The confidence, the flashy moves, the attitude. And later on, he literally ends up in Street Fighter movie. I think he plays Guile. Yes, he does, doesn't he? And it feels somewhat like the universe correcting itself there. The training flashbacks in this movie are burned into my brain. Blindfolded fighting, breaking bricks, pain equals discipline. Completely insane, right? Completely unforgettable. This movie isn't about realism, it's about building a myth, and they've done a pretty good job. And then the final fight hits. Frank gets blinded, powder in his eyes, the crowd is screaming, music is swelling, everything fades out, and then he hears his master's voice, he focuses, and when that soundtrack kicks in and he comes back, oof, still gives me chills, still works, still makes you want to stand up and kick the air like an idiot. It really does. And we need to talk about the music, man. The music, oh, the score, it's legendary. Fight to Survive? Oof, Steal the Night? Oh yeah, this soundtrack is pure 80s adrenaline. No joke. Fight to Survive is on my workout playlist to this day. It really is. That song comes on, and suddenly I'm lifting heavier and shadow boxing between sets. Yep. Rewatching Bloodsport just reminded me why I keep going back to 80s action movies. Modern movies are overcomplicated, I think. Too much talking, too much explaining. Bloodsport doesn't give a crap. It knows what it is. It moves really fast. It hits hard. No, it doesn't hit hard. It hits hard. It commits. This movie makes you want to move. It makes you want to fight. It makes you want to go outside and pretend you're in a tournament that absolutely does not exist. So yeah, I get it. Bloodsport is dumb. It's fake. It stereotypes the entire planet, and it is absolutely glorious. Absolute chef's kiss. 10 out of 10. Greatest in movie fighting tournament ever filmed. Van Damme at his peak. A movie I will never stop rewatching. If you've never seen it, go watch this movie. You will not be disappointed. And if you've seen it, you already know. Go watch it again. Kumite for life, man. This is what I think of this movie. I think it's absolutely awesome. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.